Starting with number 10 in SuperValue, the supermarket operator selling 5 of its chains to a group led by Cerberus Capital Management in a deal valued at over $3 billion. This sale is putting shares in the green despite the company missing earnings estimates. Dom?
Well, number 9, Betty, is BlackRock. The world's largest asset manager is further expanding its global footprint in exchange-traded funds by buying an ETF unit from Credit Suisse. The unit has about $17.5 billion worth of client assets in places like Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Ireland. The deal is expected to close by the second half of the year. The price, though, of the deal was not disclosed, Matt.
Number 8 is Ford. The second largest U.S. automaker is doubling its quarterly dividend, returning cash to shareholders after seeing record profit margins that boosted the company's cash. Ford resumed paying a dividend last year after a 5-year hiatus. Betty?
And at number 7 is Apple. The CEO of the world's largest company, Tim Cook, met with the chairman of China Mobile, which doesn't offer the iPhone to its 700 million subscribers, to discuss the two companies' cooperation. Tim Cook is on his second trip to China in less than a year as Apple tries to reverse its shrinking market share in that country.
And number 6, Delta Airlines. Shares of the Georgia-based airline are benefiting from an upgrade at Goldman Sachs, who now has the company listed as a buy. Goldman also upgrading the sector as a whole, taking a neutral view on U.S. airlines. Matt?
Number 5 is Facebook. The social network hit a 6-month high yesterday, closing with a daily gain of over 5%, breaking through the $30 barrier amid growing optimism on the company's ability to generate sales as it launches new methods to capitalize from both mobile and desktop users. Betty?
And guys, number 4 is Wells Fargo. We're watching shares of that bank, which Berkshire Hathaway has a $14 billion investment in, as the firm's CEO Warren Buffett told me in an exclusive interview that U.S. banks pose no threat to the nation's economy and are, quote, in the best shape in recent memory. He guarantees it. Dom?
Well, big guarantee. Number 3, Nokia, Betty. Shares of the Finnish phone maker are taking off in the pre-market after the company reported that profit at its handset business beat its own forecast, though the company's bet, here on handsets have led to over $6 billion in losses just since 2011. So keep it out of Nokia, Alex.
And the number 2 stock you got to watch, AIG, the insurer, is distancing itself from the 2008 bailout by not joining the company's former CEO, Hank Greenberg, in a lawsuit against the U.S. over the company's bailout back in 2008. But Wells Fargo isn't optimistic about the company's future, downgrading it to market perform and cutting the price target. Betty?
All right, guys, and your number 1 is Herbalife. The top executives right now holding an investor conference in Manhattan to refute Bill Ackman's claims that the company is a pyramid scheme. Herbalife has now won the support of another hedge fund titan there, Dan Loeb, who has bought almost 9 million shares, about $350 million in that company.